I've just been making a little video this morning about one of the teachings that a client had from Dr. Augusto. So when I was in Devon, there was a lady that as she laid on the table to receive healing, Dr. Augusto talked to her for about an hour, which is really unusual. I wished I'd recorded it. But the essence of what he was saying was that, you know, we are emotional beings, and all the emotions within us are residue of past people and situations and our emotional response to people and situations. And then the second part of that particular teaching was that not only are they reactions within us to something that's happened, but they're rooted in a less mature part of ourselves. So when we were 4, 5, 6, 21, or whatever age we were. And so now we as more evolved beings, because we've had more life experiences, we as more mature spiritual beings, we don't have to have the same reaction as that less mature part of us does. So I've just made a little video about that, and I've just popped it out on my different Facebook pages. But as I was doing that, another teaching from a little while ago popped into my head, and it's a quote by Wang Yang Ming, and I kid you not, that's his name, never forget that one, Wang Yang Ming. And Wang Yang Ming says, to know and not yet to do is not yet to know. And so, you know, you might know that, yep, you need to drink plenty of water, but you're not doing it yet. You might need to know you need to lay off the sugar and the chocolate, but you're not doing it yet. You might know that you need to meditate twice a day, but you're not doing it yet. And so to know and not yet to do is not yet to know. And the reason that that popped into my head is while I was sharing the video about how the emotions within us are the reactions of a less mature part of the self, the thought went through my head is, well, that's really, really simple, and I'm sure there's people out there that already know that, but the question is, they may know it, but are they doing it? Have they developed that state of consciousness that the past no longer lives on in you through your reactions to things, through you no longer getting triggered? And so whenever I get triggered, I got triggered just a couple of days ago, the thing to notice is that your emotional response is much higher than it should be to the thing that's just happened. There might be this huge response, but the thing that's happened is not that big. And you feel yourself being triggered, but often you can't stop yourself. And the only reason that that's the case is you're just not conscious enough. If you bring consciousness in and you realize, okay, I am being triggered. Now, what is the past thing that happened? There we go. That's why it's so extreme. And if you can observe that, you can free yourself from those emotional triggers once and for all. And so, you know, the key really is presence. If you can stay present and witness yourself, and there is a difference between a reaction, which is an action you're doing again, reaction, and a response. So I can respond coolly and calmly in the present with my quality of consciousness now to something that arises in the now. Or I can react. I can have my strings pulled, my buttons pushed. And for me, it's another piece in the jigsaw to do with the emotional reprogramming course that I run. And I'm running them in different places around the UK. It only takes less than 2 hours for me to show you how to reprogram yourself so that you don't react to people or situations. Even current things you can reprogram yourself for. Good morning, Claire. Hi, Liz. Good to see you yesterday. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Morag. Well done, Morag. Morag's a regular now. As many of you are, I know, but Morag's a new regular. So well done all the regulars. Okay, so that's the teaching for today, is we are emotional beings. The emotions that you feel within you are all rooted in the past, all of them. And very often there are triggers, and those triggers are your reactions by a less mature version of you. You're more mature now. And so you with consciousness can choose a different way of being. And you might think, yes, I know all of that. And then remember Wang Yang Ming, to know and not yet to do is not yet to know. Okay, meditation time. Let's get the music going. Here we go. So get yourself seated comfortably. You want to be in a nice, comfortable position so that your body doesn't pull you out of the meditation. Okay, I'm getting guidance to play a different track today. Let's see what we're going to be doing. I am obviously not clear what we're going to be doing. Hi, Shimei. This one's called Daydreaming. It's from my Healing Meditations MP3. Here we go. So check in with your body. It's always worth taking a bit of extra time to make sure your body's comfortable. We don't want to be laying down because our body might then confuse sleep with meditation. You want to be in a position you can maintain for the next 30 minutes. So take a moment to check in with your body, scanning your body. You want a good connection with the earth through your feet and through the root chakra and the chair. And Dr. Augusto is going to lead this meditation, and he's just saying, notice how you feel. Notice how you feel physically. Adjust your position. And then notice how you feel emotionally. And he's just drawing your attention to emotions are more subtle than physical sensations. But your physical sensations tend to be limited to a particular geographic location in space, somewhere in your body. Whereas emotions tend to fill you. So physical pain, if you've got a sore ankle or a sore knee, it's limited in scope. But when you've got turbulent emotions or you've got upset, it tends to be in the whole of your being. It's more subtle, but it's over a bigger area. So when you're dealing with an emotion, it's like a cloud of energy. And then if you pay attention to it, you can find the source of the cloud somewhere on the physical. It might be the liver if you're angry. It might be the stomach if you're upset. It might be the heart if it's grief. And so Dr. Augusto is explaining that when he's clearing somebody's emotions, he's not trying to clear the cloud. That would be pointless. He's taking his awareness deeper into the body to find the source of the emotion. And so the source of your emotion is very often, you'll find it on the emotional energy layer of the body, but then as you go aware, take your awareness deeper, you find it in the mental layer of the energy body of the auric field. all your emotions have a source. They're not just random. And sometimes you think you just react to a person or a situation, but that reaction is rooted in something. It might be the tone of their voice, it might be the way they talk, it might be the words they use, it might be their aftershave or their perfume, or something about them reminds you of someone from your past, or something they do gives you a feeling that you felt when you were much younger. Dr. Augusto is saying that none of us had perfect childhoods, so you're not alone. There was suffering in everybody's childhood in some way, shape or form. Nobody goes through life without suffering. What's important isn't what happens to us, but how we respond or deal with what happens to us. And if you are not conscious, not aware, you will keep running the emotional patterns of childhood. You'll have little temper tantrums, little outbursts, little rages, little rants, just like a toddler would. And so part of our spiritual journey is about bringing the light of our consciousness to old patterns that will continue to run the show, creating more drama and chaos in your life unless you bring more consciousness in. So your job is to bring more consciousness in, and then bring more consciousness in, and then bring more consciousness in. Your job's not to be in mind, thinking about this or that. When you're in mind, you're just fueling the beast. Your job is to bring consciousness in, awareness in, and witness what mind is doing. Weed out those behaviours that are detrimental. So as we go into meditation practice today, be very fully present. Notice what's happening with your physical body. Adjust your position if you need to, but don't dwell on it. Notice how you feel emotionally. Take your awareness into areas that feel painful, tight, heavy. Don't buy into the story. When you see the underlying thoughts that created the emotion, don't feed it with mind. Instead, witness it. As though you're listening to a friend telling their story, holding space. Compassionate, but not losing yourself again in the story, or you will re-energize it within you and make it harder to release. Notice how you feel, and notice how, when you are very fully conscious and aware, those clouds of emotions start to disperse. Breathe. Focus on the breath. The body's relaxed, at peace. Emotions are subsiding. And now you can witness mine. I wonder what my next thought will be. Hold that idea in the front of your forehead. I wonder what my next thought will be. As and when a thought or feeling arises again, say to yourself, I wonder what my next thought will be. Keeping your awareness in the front part of your forehead. Enjoying the stillness and the silence. Whenever something arises within you, thought or feeling, I wonder what my next thought will be. And now relax into this, don't be too tense. Fully present, aware, conscious. From time to time, clouds may arise of thoughts or feelings. Witness them, but don't get caught up in them. I wonder what my next thought will be. Fully present, conscious, aware. Notice how your energy is increasing. Don't think about it too much, just experience it. Fully present, more conscious than ever before. Here and now. Keep keeping your awareness here and now. Feeling that shift in your energy. You're not thinking about it. Releasing any thoughts or feelings that arise as your consciousness increases. The brighter your light becomes, the more you're going to be aware of to release and let go. bright light of your consciousness shining through the emotional residue of the past. Shining through old fears and doubts, shining through limiting beliefs, old hurts, fully present. Remembering to breathe. Feeling lighter, clearer, more energized. And really noticing how you feel, noticing this quality of consciousness, how energized, how clear. Really noticing how that energy goes up as you withdraw awareness from emotional reactions and from mind. Make a commitment to maintain this presence as you go through your day today. To be aware of thoughts and reactions that arise within you, but to choose presence. Don't let the things that happen around you pull your energy to such an extent that they diminish the quality of your consciousness. To help maintain this quality of consciousness, gently open your eyes, gazing out onto the world of things. Noticing it's a world of things and a world of space. Feel again the feeling of your feet on the floor and the chair beneath you. Notice how your head feels different to at the start of the meditation. There's a sense of it being open. You're still you. Still got the same likes and desires, but there's a spaciousness about you, a clarity. See how long you can navigate your day in this state. Still mindful of body, how you're moving, not bumping into things. But see how long you can maintain this state, fully present. And witnessing when something happens in your reality to pull you out of this state.